The subs are coming back. Let's talk about it. Hey everybody, I hope you are having a wonderful, wonderful day. So in this video, let's talk about the Nemo Submarine Voyage. So I have a great picture here from Mice Chat, Dusty Sage. It's actually very interesting. I actually did a video a few months back saying how how I don't think the submarines are going to return to Disneyland. I think in a post-COVID world, there really isn't a place for it. I felt that even before COVID, the subs were kind of on their last legs. Dave from Fresh Baked did a video very similar. I agreed with him in regards to this assessment. And then here we go. Here we go. A construction wall goes up around the Submarine Voyage saying resurfacing winter of 2021. This is huge, huge news. Huge news on so many levels. Now, first of all, they're not just reopening this attraction. They're not just going to turn it back on and welcome guests back. There's a construction wall. So that implies that they're working on it. So whether that means freshening up some of the effects, adding maybe a show scene, just overall renovation. I don't know what this entails, but to have a construction wall around the lagoon definitely implies that this is a lot more significant than just reopening this attraction, which is very, very interesting. And it's encouraging. It really is. Look, my preference would be to completely go into Tomorrowland, bulldoze and reimagine this entire land from the ground up. That's my personal preference. But if they're not going to do that anytime soon, then the next best thing would be, well, you know what? Keep the current stuff looking good. Okay. So we don't want to fall back into like the Paul Pressler era where we would close attractions with no real replacement and things would just sit and rot like the old People Mover track. Okay, a lot of people talk shit, about Bob Chapek and stuff, but at the end of the day, I mean, this stuff is encouraging. It's encouraging that, they want to make sure that everything is up and running in the meantime, while they're working on the plans for a new Tomorrowland. Now, this definitely means that any new Tomorrowland is years away. And Disney wouldn't be spending the money to renovate the Submarine Voyage if a new Tomorrowland was going to break ground next year or even the year after. So a new Tomorrowland, you guys don't hold your breath, basically. It's years and years away. And look, to be honest with you, that's kind of for the best, I think. When they finally decide to go in there and to remodel, to reimagine our Tomorrowland, I want them to have access to like a ton of money, a massive budget. And I just don't think that kind of budget would be allocated right now in this post-COVID world where Disneyland was shut down for a year plus. So I don't want them to do it now. I don't want them to do it now with a half-assed budget. I want them to do it when they have the money and they can do it right. Finally, do Tomorrowland right. We never got the proper new Tomorrowland in '98. I don't want to have the same problems now. So if you can't do it 100% right now, and you can't do it with a huge budget and set Tomorrowland up for generations to come, then don't do it at all. Wait until you can. Okay. So that's my thought on it. And really, Tomorrowland is in a tough spot. The two franchises that would have been perfect for Tomorrowland and revitalizing this whole area was Star Wars and Marvel. But the problem with that is that those two franchises are now spoken for with their own lands. You already have Galaxy's Edge. You already have Avengers Campus. So there aren't that many heavy-hitting IPs that you can put in Tomorrowland. And look, I understand. As fans, we don't care about the IP so much. We want more original stuff. But in order for anything to have a significant budget and to get greenlit by Burbank, you need to have an IP attached. So there's just nothing major. And I know a lot of people in the comments are going to say, well, what about Big Hero 6? What about Wall-E? Those are great franchises, no doubt. But look, when the suits in Burbank are looking at this and going, well, we can remodel Tomorrowland with Big Hero 6, or we can do a Fantasyland expansion with $1 billion franchise Frozen. What do you think they're going to decide on? Okay, it's a no-brainer, you guys. So that's an issue for Tomorrowland. We'll see what happens. A lot of people were suggesting or are suggesting that we bring Tron to California. And again, I've talked about this many, many times. There's a defeatist mentality when it comes to Anaheim. Well, you know, Tron is just too big. You just can't fit it here in Anaheim. Fact of the matter is you can fit anything here in Anaheim because you can redesign the attraction to fit our park. Disney has done this a million times. We saw it with the Tower of Terror in DCA. Yeah, if you were to look at the Tower attraction in Florida, that exact attraction wouldn't fit in DCA. But they were able to reconfigure the design to fit our park, right? They can just as easily do that with Tron. Really, in all honesty, Tron is not a super crazy concept. It's a coaster with some really cool vehicles. That's essentially it. And that coaster track can be redesigned in any shape or form you really want. And they can definitely fit that into our park if they wanted to. The exact clone from Florida or Shanghai? No, but they can definitely readjust the track so it would fit our Tomorrowland. There's no doubt in my mind. They've done it before. They've done multiple Pirates of the Caribbean attractions where they altered the design. They can alter the design of Tron. It's fairly easy. But what do you think about this particular news of the Submarine Voyage resurfacing in a few months at Disneyland? Are you surprised by the news? Are you not surprised by the news? I would love to hear from you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. And as always, have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.